Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode here on No Man's Land. We're going to start off by loading up some logs. I already got them cut up. We just got to get them loaded on the trailer. This section here is pretty much all we've got to cut down yet. It's obviously going to take us a long time. There's quite a bit of lumber in there, but I already got the outline of our the area that we own here outlined with a dirt path. So pretty much everything in that upper corner there is what we got left. And then once we get those logs sold, we'll go back over to the main farm. We'll get that barley field harvested. And then we'll see what else we can get knocked out. But let's get started. I guess I did not cut this one yet. I thought I had already cut that. Guess we'll cut this log real quick. So we're cutting it into 6-meter lengths. They fit on the trailer pretty much perfectly. Up in the very top corner, I don't know if you guys can, how well you guys can see it, but we got like a little tape measure mod that measures how far we're going, so. Okay. Now we can get these logs loaded. let's organize some of these small logs. That way they're all in one group. See if we're missing any. Looks like we got all of them from those first couple of trees already. Back in the tractor. Let's get lined up a little bit better here. That didn't stack on there very well, did it? Okay, I think there's 2 spots we gotta pick up yet. We need to get those 4 little logs right there to our left, and then there's 2 more from that last tree we were just working on. If we can find them again. Oh, there they are. Of course, we hit the other tree first, why not? Okay, we'll get these thrown on top, we'll grab those last 4, and then we'll go get these logs sold. should get us about maybe $20,000 or so, hopefully. And then we also got a little bit of the soybeans from last harvest we need to sell real quick. And then we will be ready to start the barley harvest. Throw some straps on this so it's not bouncing away, maybe. Why? Okay. I don't know why some of those straps are not strapping there, but anyway, we'll get the small weight dropped off the back. We don't need that right now. Turned around here. I think we got enough room, yeah. Okay, we're also going to drop the tool off on the front of this tractor. We don't need to drive around with that right now. Actually, no we're not. What we're going to do is we're going to grab some of these planks here. So these are the planks from our lumber factory. We got eight pallets of planks already. We're going to pick up 2 of these. We'll drop them off over at our furniture factory so we can get double the production over there. And we'll probably sell some of these pallets also. This is going to produce... Whoa. Okay, maybe I'm not taking those pallets because it looks like 2 of them is too heavy for us to pick up at one shot, even with all the lumber. Let's see if we can get 1. Okay, there we go. I guess 2 at one time is too much, but that's fine. We'll drive back over to our furniture factory. We'll drop that off. We'll see if there's a pallet of furniture over there that we need to sell. If that's the case, we'll get the pallet fork attachment hooked up. Then we'll go get all this stuff sold. Gotta make sure we don't take these turns too sharp or we will tip over. I've done that multiple times already. We're gonna disconnect these trailers just so we can maneuver around a little bit better here. So we'll drop that. That should be in the zone. Oh, yep. Obviously it was in the zone. So now if we go in here to our productions menu, we'll go to this one. So we got 999 liters worth of planks. It turns every 5 liters of planks into 7 units of furniture. So it's way better than the wood. The wood turns 4 units of wood into 5 furniture. So we're definitely getting a lot more furniture off the planks, so we'll get that activated. So it does 240 productions, I guess, every month. So basically it does this 5 liters 240 times per month. So we should have enough in there for a little while. We'll drop this front tool. We'll go grab the pallet fork. We'll see if we can pick up that pallet of furniture without being hooked up. We may not have enough weight, so I might have to hook back up to the trailers first. We'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. That looks like we'll be okay. Now we'll get hooked back up to our trailers. We'll run all this stuff down to the store, get everything sold. Oh man, sorry to be streaming too early for you, but this is the time that works best for me on Saturdays. And you can always watch it later. All the views are appreciated, no matter what time. So another thing I'd like to try and get done in this stream today is buy a new tractor. This one with 1,800 hours on it, it just requires way too much maintenance. It seems like every month we're doing like $4,000 worth of maintenance on this thing, and it's just not efficient. So hopefully we can get a new tractor, but we shall see. I'm also thinking about trading in our fertilizer spreader, because there's an exact model that's for sale for like 60% off. So by selling the one we have and buying the one that's on sale, we actually save ourselves $4,000. So I haven't decided fully yet, but it almost seems worthwhile to sell it, because like I said, we're basically making $4,000. Got to back up so we can get that furniture pallet sold. Now we don't have a whole lot of lumber on this load, but we should still get a... Oh, don't worry about it. There we go. $17,000. Not too bad. Okay, so for now, we'll just get these trailers parked over here off to the side. We'll run them back down to our lumber area later. We'll drop off the pallet forks, because we don't need those right now. Actually, you know what? We do need the pallet forks still. I lied. Sorry. We have a pallet of eggs that needs to get sold also. Forgot about that. So we'll get that. And then we'll run that down with the grain that we're about to sell. We don't have a whole lot of the soybeans from last fall, but we'll get them sold. This is the best month of the year to sell those, so we'll do that while the price is up. Guess about $2,000 or so. The tricky part here is going to be getting this pallet of eggs out. We may have to come in here and do some more landscaping. It's too heavy for us without weight on the back. Extra inconvenient. Okay, let's try a different strategy here. We'll hook up to the trailer, and hopefully that gives us enough weight so we can pick that pallet up. You wouldn't think that pallet of eggs would be too heavy for us, but apparently for whatever reason it is. So there's our soybeans in the trailer. Like I said, we don't have a whole lot, about 2,000 liters worth. Right now, soybeans are selling for around $1,000 per 1,000 liters, so should get about $2,000. We'll double check the price here in a second, see where it's actually at, but this pallet is giving us all kinds of issues. What the heck? And it doesn't even weigh that much. It must be... Okay. I don't know what's going on here, but we're going to use some super strength to get this pulled at least out from the wall. Maybe it was because of the wall that we couldn't get it. I don't know. That was strange. If we still have issues, then we'll try something else. Yeah, must have been the wall. That was strange. Let's see if we can get this on here a little bit better. There we go. Now we're in business. Okay, so we'll go get this stuff sold. And then we will get our combine driver set up for, we're going to use some course play. See if we can get that to work today. I think I figured out what we were doing wrong the other day, so we will see. I'll run you through the setup on that. It's pretty simple, as long as you're pressing the right buttons, obviously. So all the grain gets dumped in this here first area for first selling point. So we'll get this soybeans dumped out. So we should get about 2 grand. Well, 2,500, so a little bit more. Let's see what the price ended up actually being. So 1,100 bucks, 11.22 for every 1,000 liters. So not too bad. We get the eggs sold over here. This will probably also get us about 1,500 bucks to 2 grand, I think. It seems like the eggs are a little overpriced on here. I feel like a pallet of those shouldn't get us quite so much money, but we're not going to complain. 1,700 bucks. It was like 1,400 eggs. So a little over $1 per egg, which is probably really expensive. Okay, now that we got everything sold, we are ready to do some harvesting. Okay, before we run over to the field, we will drop the forks off here. We don't need that right now. Let's get over here, drive over to our combine. We'll get our hired workers set up. Actually, let's jump back in here. We don't need to let this thing running. Okay, so we'll go in here to the menu, see if I can figure this out. So we'll go to create a job down here, and then we'll switch this to fieldwork course play, the CP. And then we're going to set our target in the field. Not sure if we need to do this or not, but I had to do it the other day. So we'll do that. Then we'll go down here to generate, to the generator. So we got a couple different settings in here. This first one is the width of whatever tool you're using. So typically it's going to be automatically set. Obviously, if you want to adjust that, you could. If you want to have some overlap on the edges, you could lower the width. This next one, field center, that's how it does the path through the middle of the field. I'll be able to show you guys that a little bit better after we generate the course. We'll just stick with up and down. This field's too small for anything else. But you can do spiral, where basically just keeps going in a circle. I'm not sure what the racetrack one does yet. I haven't tried that. And then this one, the lands, this is for like a big field. So that as the combine's going up and down the rows, it always has the auger to the side that's already been harvested. Here for the corners, this just shows the choices between how it turns at the corners. You can do smooth, sharp, or round. We're going to do sharp because that makes them actually turn at the 90-degree angle. That way they don't miss anything. Either of the other two options are going to be kind of cut in the corner a little bit, and you don't want that. Number of headlands, that's how many times around the field it'll do before it starts going up and down the middle. So since this field's pretty small, we only need to do one of those. Headland direction, pretty self-explanatory there. This one is how much it overlaps if you're doing multiple. So like say you had this set at 3, it would overlap 7% of each of those times around. This rows to skip, if you're doing, you know, if you're using multiple combines in one field, you could use this. That way they're each doing separate rows. This here one, rows per land, is if you're using that land setting up here, which we don't want to be using. We want up and down. That's just how many it's going to do, so that's irrelevant right now. Up and down row direction. It's just which direction the longest rows are going to go. Normally you're just going to leave it on automatic, but if you got to make adjustments, you can use one of those other settings also. This angle is if you're using manual, you can set what kind of angle it's cutting at. And this next one, start work on, whether you want them to start up and down rows or the headlands. Obviously if you're combining, you want to do the headlands first because that's the outside edge. If you're doing something else, you want to do the middle first and then finish on the outside. Here, multiple tools. Like I said, if you want to use more than one combine, you would set this. If there's any weird stuff in the middle of your fields, like trees or stuff, you can use this, and this will be how it goes around those items. And then field margin, this is a new one. I believe this is like how much it overlaps the edge of the field. So you can probably use this if you're using this course play to like cut grass, and there's grass around the edges still. You could use this one, and it'll offset the outside edge to get some of that extra grass. So we got everything set the way we want, so we'll generate. Now you guys can see on the map here our course. So it's going to start right about here. It's going to go around, and then they're going to do all these up and down lanes, and then he's going to finish over here. Now we can just hit start job, and our driver should get going. I don't know why he's way over here. Why are you doing weird things, driver? Okay. Not really sure why he drove into the middle of the field like that, but okay. And there he goes. So there are some additional settings in here. Oh, there's one I wanted to show. I don't remember. Oh, right here. So straw swath. If you want it to dump the straw at the back like this, make sure you have that set to automatic. If it's on, I'm not sure what the other settings are. I don't want to click to it right now since we're in the middle of doing this. But I'm sure the other ones are just from to spread it out, and then it doesn't turn it to straw. But there's a bunch of different stuff in there you can mess with too, depending on what you're trying to do. But for now, we're just going to let him do his thing. And then we'll wait for him to get filled up. And then we'll drive the tractor up next to him. go. We got the stop and the start signs removed. So once this guy's done, eventually we'll have to rent a baler again so we can get this stuff baled up, along with this wheat field. This wheat field will be ready to harvest in July, which we'll probably get to this stream. We don't have a whole lot of stuff to do, so we'll probably be able to skip some time and get both fields done. We'll also have to cut the grass again so we can make some more silage bales. The grass should also be ready to harvest in July, so we can get all that baling done at one shot instead of having to rent it multiple times. We'll probably lose a little bit of the straw in the 2 days it takes us to get to July. I'm sure a little bit of it'll rot away, but we should still get plenty. The straw bales don't get us a whole lot of money anyway, but it is nice to have a little bit extra money. We'll run over here, getting our tractor so we're ready to go. Let's see what's for sale here in the shop. So nothing really. I'd kind of like to get this liquid fertilizer spreader, because we can spread both liquid fertilizer and herbicide, which is what kills the weeds in the fields. It'd be really nice to have this, and it's on sale. So right now it's 65% off. It has been used. It's got 27.4 hours on it already. But still, it's probably worth it. We'll probably end up buying it, but not sure. Not 100% yet. We could also buy this mower here. I didn't think about this, or maybe not. Maybe this is for the combine. Yeah, never mind. That's not for a tractor. Can't buy that. Same with this, I think. Yep. Those go on the front of a combine. While we're waiting, let's go see how our chickens are doing. Hopefully this pallet's still close enough where it'll work. But I think they got enough food still. We need the other menu for that. But we're up to 265 chickens now. Probably in another month or so we'll start selling them. The oldest ones, I think we're going to do like 40 at a time we're going to sell. But we'll double check that. But I think that's the number I decided on. That way we can have a constant rotation. We always have about half of them that are producing eggs, the other half that are growing, and then we'll be making money off both selling the chickens and the eggs. So here's their food. They're about half full. So once we start getting some grain dumped into this trailer, we'll get some of that dumped over here. That way we can get that topped off, so we don't have to worry about that. We also got all our silage bales stacked over here nicely. They're up to 68% fermented. So we've still got a couple months before we can sell those, which we're not going to sell them soon anyway. We're going to wait until December to sell all of them at one shot when they're worth the most money. No point in selling them right now for half the price. Once this guy gets turned around here, we'll pull up next to him so he can unload. What are you doing? Why did you stop? Why did our worker quit? That's interesting. What happened there? Not really sure why our worker quit or what he's doing now. Obviously we need to move our tractor because he doesn't like that being there. Okay, so obviously horseplay is not working 100% right. So let's try and get him set up a little bit better here. Maybe we can help him along. Just when you think things are working. Okay, I think we're set up now. We got the horseplay worker hired again. We'll see what happens there. That was interesting. Things can never just work out. But that mod's still kind of being tweaked with. It's not officially released yet on the actual mod hub. I downloaded it off of a website where I've been getting a lot of the cars for the Flying Friday episodes. If you guys haven't checked those out. I guess he's gonna finish dumping here before he makes the turn. Okay, so we'll go dump this with the chickens. That way they're topped off. Hopefully he turns around there okay. I guess we'll find out momentarily. Probably need to put in another road that goes kind of this direction over to our chicken pen. Maybe we'll do that later. The trigger for this drop spot is kind of tricky to get to. Oh, I didn't have the trailer selected. That was the problem, not the trigger point. Okay, so now our chickens should be pretty much maxed out on food. Just about, probably about 80%. But either way, that should last a couple months, so we shouldn't have to worry about that for now. So all the rest of this grain we get, we'll probably dump right into the silos here. I believe they are both empty right now, so we can have room for 2 different grains right now. Yep, both empty. So we'll probably keep the wheat and the barley in there, because that's what we can use for chicken feed. And our driver did manage to turn around, so that's a good sign. Not sure what his deal was the first time, unless it was something to do with the hill, maybe? I don't know. We'll wait till he gets turned around, then we'll hop in there with him, ride along. Oh, that's fancy. Those are the shakers that shake the grain down, and then the stalks and everything get blown out the back, which is the straw. And then the grain drops down into the bottom here somewhere, and then it basically gets blown up into a tank. Hey Michelle, how's it going? We'll run back over to our tractor so we can be ready for him to dump next time he comes by. We'll also take a look in the shop here, see what we might want to consider buying. I do want to upgrade some equipment. Like I said, our tractor was already running. Also want to get a new tractor. That's going to be a little expensive, because this guy's not really worth a whole lot of money because of how old it is. So if we go in here, here's the tractor that we do have. So it's only worth $2,000 right now, so not really even worth selling. But we'll see what we got here. So the one that we have right now is this guy. Nope. This guy. So we got 135 horsepower, 24 miles per hour. That's the one we own. It was $87,000. We didn't pay that. That came with the farm. So we'd have to get something that's at least that good. But pretty much everything down this way is going to be less horsepower. And we don't really want to downgrade. What did I say? 135? And of course, everything that's got more power is obviously more expensive. This case would probably be a good one to go for. It's 145 for the base model. That neither of these are going to be any help. They're both really cheap, but not really any power. This one's only got 65, and this one's got 100. If we were starting from scratch, where we had started with absolutely nothing, these would be good starter tractors, but the best choice is probably going to be this case. Like I said, this one's got 145 horsepower, and then the max engine gets us to 175 for another 15,000, which isn't bad. 127. Obviously, we're nowhere near that. It would be nice to get GPS. That's another 15,000. We don't necessarily need that, especially if we're using course play. We probably need the front loader attachment so we can continue to use the front loader that we got on the tractor that we're using now. So we're looking at about 128,000 for that one. Let's see if there's any good options in the medium tractor. So here's one 150 horsepower for 122. It's also got the front loader. And this one we've already got 150 horsepower. Is that That's what we were at on the other one too, right? That was the max was. No, that was 175 for 127. So their 175 is 134,000, so that's actually more expensive. Oh, here we go. This guy's only 97,000, and that gets us 170 horsepower. Maybe we should go with this one. This is an older model tractor. Get the front loader attachment. Yeah, I think that's going to be what we go with for now. So 98,000 is what we need. We also need to buy, we're going to buy a flatbed trailer for our bales. We're going to go with this one. We'll probably just buy that right now. This way we can use this to stack bales. We can also use it to haul any of the pallets of like furniture or planks that we're making. We will get it with the extensions, that way it keeps the round bales from rolling away. So we'll just buy that now. That way we already have it, because I know we're going to need it, and we can use it for multiple different things, so it's going to be money well spent. So now we just got to wait until we get enough money to buy the tractor. So $98,000 is our target. This guy's almost done. He should have plenty of space to finish that last little bit. There's barely anything there. Obviously, once we get that tractor upgraded, then we can look into upgrading some of our other equipment. We can probably get our seeder upgraded. We can probably get a better plow, bigger cultivator. Not that we're going to be using that too much. We're going to be pretty much using the plow every time. Well, actually, I guess now we don't need to. The reason we were going to use the plow was because the plow prevents weeds from growing for one season. But if we buy that sprayer, then we can kill the weeds. So but we'll see. We got a couple different options there. Jump in here so we're ready to go when our worker gets to the end. So we got another 3,800 liters. Not a whole lot, but better than nothing. This guy should be done. I'm not sure why he's not finishing, but there we go. Forgot how to drive there for a second, hit the wrong button. Okay, let's go get the combine put back in the shed for now. We don't have anything else to combine right now until July. Okay, that'll do for now. Now we'll get this trailer dumped into the silo. Our dog's way out here exploring the fields. You can see him over there. Here you can see down in the bottom corner, we now got our 3,900 liters of barley in the silo. We'll get this trailer parked here. And then we'll go pick up our new trailer down at the shop. And then we'll come back, we'll grab those couple pallets of planks over at our sawmill so we can bring them here to our furniture factory. We'll probably dump a couple of them in there, and then we'll take a couple more to go sell. Here we go, here's our new trailer. Now we won't have to worry about renting this every time we go to sell the bales and move any of the pallets and stuff around. We'll just be able to throw them right on this trailer. Definitely pay for itself. I was going to buy a smaller trailer that we can also use for grain, but that seemed kind of redundant since we already have that other trailer for grain. So now this way we got two trailers, one for each thing. Okay, let's grab our pallet forks. That way we can load that stuff over there. Actually, let's spin this around the other way, make it a little bit easier. There we go, that'll work. Probably go grab that weight. It'll probably make this a little bit easier, but it'll probably allow us to pick up 2 at once. But this is fine. It doesn't have to be pretty. We're just getting them on here, and then we'll drop 2 or 3 off at the furniture factory, and the rest we'll go take to sell. Looks like we're a little high. Okay, then we got one more pallet here. We'll just leave this one on the forks, that way it's easy to drop off. And we'll probably just sell the rest, I think. See how far it's gotten through that first pallet we've dropped off, but I'm assuming not very far. Go in here to the production menu, it's your one down here, and you see, yeah, they've only gone through 50 liters of the planks that we dropped off so far, so we'll just give them one more pallet for now, and then we'll sell the rest. That should get us some good money, because I think planks sell for a decent amount. Check that out here. So here we go, here are planks. So the planks sell for, about 1,300 per 1,000 liters, and then the furniture sells for 2,000. So obviously letting it process the furniture is definitely worth more money, but it takes so long. Like the planks get produced so much faster than the furniture. Like we couldn't let all the planks go to the furniture factory. We'd never get caught up. So we'll just keep the furniture factory where they're always at least producing, and then we'll just sell all the excess planks straight to the shop. I think it's gonna, yep, it's gonna go automatically. So we still got 7 pallets back there. We'll get spun around here. We'll head back down to the shop. Get all these planks sold. Should get us a pretty decent amount, probably about, I'd say about 8,000. So that'll be nice. Okay, so we go. Oh, we got. Oh, 8,000. We still had a little bit to sell yet. That got us a little bit more than I thought. Probably about 9,500 bucks. Definitely can't complain about that. So we'll head back. And we'll probably skip forward to the next day of June. Where do we want to park this for now? That's a good question. I guess we'll just park it over here next to the grass. Yeah, we'll just go right here for now. That way it's mostly out of the way. Then we'll get the tractor back into the garage. Actually, we'll just leave it out front. See if any the maintenance goes down by leaving it outside. So right now we're at 69%. It's down there at the middle of the screen in the yellow. So we'll see where it's at when we wake up in the morning. I know on FS22 if you left equipment outside it caused the maintenance to go down, so we'll see if it's the same in this one. I'm sure it is. Oh, it looks like it didn't really go down. It's still at 69%, so that's good. Okay, so now we will drop the forklift pallets off. We'll grab our other front loader tool. We'll grab our 2 lumber trailers, and we'll go get a load of lumber. Get that sold. That should get us another pallet of lumber, or another 2 trailers of lumber should get us another $20,000 or so. Oh, we got 2 more pallets of planks sitting there. We'll have to grab those later, though. So we already got a bunch of trees cut down here. I did that yesterday to prepare for this, that way you guys don't have to watch the whole process. But I do still need to cut them up into sections, so we'll get that going. So we can pick up this last small section, we'll get these moved over right onto the road. That way we don't lose track of them. Man, this tree is pretty long. You can't even pick up the last stick on this one. That one still weighs over 200 kilograms. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. It's just more money. Yep, same thing on that one. That last log is still too heavy. We'll probably cut up this log and one more, and then we'll start getting stuff loaded. And we'll see how full we get the trailers. Normally about 3 logs will fit on each trailer. Or 3 total trees, I should say. So this here one we should be able to pick up, yep. We'll add this one to the stack over here. Yeah, 'cause this is already the 5th tree the way it looked, I think. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was number 5. Our little stake for our. That's the tool that helps us calculate how long the trees are. Okay, let's jump in the tractor and get some logs loaded. We'll have to go grab the weight for the back of this first. And we still need to get some fuel. We're running low on fuel there. If you can see it in the bottom left or bottom right corner, there's a little fuel gauge. The green bar at the bottom. That's for the fuel. We're down to around quarter tankish or so. So we need to keep an eye on that. Running out of fuel would not be ideal. Where did we put the weight? There it is. I knew we left it over here somewhere. Okay, let's go grab some lumber. I think we'll put all the first logs in first because these are the bigger ones. Yeah, so the big logs take up quite a bit of space. So I think what we'll do is we'll put 3 on each trailer. And then we can pack all the smaller stuff around it. It should work out pretty decently. May be worth looking into getting a 3rd lumber trailer. That way we can do a whole, then we can do 9 trees at a time, but 6 at a time is still pretty good. Especially with this tractor, we don't want to have to be towing too much weight. But once we get our new tractor, maybe that'll change. Is substantially smaller than the other ones. So there should be one more of the big logs. And then we'll move on to the next size. Well, actually, we'll probably just do the whole trees at a time now. Let's get lined up a little better. If the first rows aren't lined up very good, then it's just going to make the whole rest of the trailer not pack very well, so... feel like it moved on us, but I'm sure it didn't. Yeah, the other logs are still sitting right there, so. With these other ones all being mostly 3 sections, I don't know if we're going to be able to get all 3 sections at once or not. We're going to give it a try. Try and get these guys lined up at least relatively close to each other, that way they load onto the trailer a little better. This other one is... oh, these are 4 long. I think we're just going to go with 3 because I don't think we're going to be able to get that last one. And it kind of loads funny when you dump too many at one time. Because before it almost sticks off the other side. When we drop them, we don't want them to miss the trailer, so... well, I guess we should not drive into the other trees that are still standing. That would probably be helpful. Let's see if we can't push this one up on top down into that gap a little bit. There we go, that should allow us to stick a couple more up there yet. We'll get this kind of medium-sized one, then we'll spin around and get some of the 2 smaller ones off this next tree. Just pushed apart a bit. That one on our left, there's the last one, yep. probably be the last 3 that go on this back trailer. Yeah, I think that's probably a full load. We'll throw some straps on it so they don't bounce around while we're waiting. That is not at all how we want to pick this log up, but let's try and get this squared back up. There we go. That'll do. Try and get one to bounce to each side. Not bad. Of course, we left a big gap there. That's gonna cost us some space, but we probably won't be able to get all of these pieces on this trailer. This one's still got a limb on it. Let's jump out and get that cut off. Probably do one more load worth. And maybe we'll just, if we only have one tree left, maybe we'll look into just carrying them on the front tool. But this, oh, nope, so we got one piece there the way it looks, and then a couple pieces back here. Okay. Let's try and get these 2 bigger pieces. Whoa, there is a tree right there. I guess we can't make that turn. Oh. Well, that's inconvenient. I guess that one's staying. Throw a couple straps down. here somewhere. Where'd they go? There it is. Well, that'll work. And we'll just carry these just like this down to the shop. See if we can get the trailer hooked up to the weight. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I did this the other day and it tried to hook up through the weight and it made a mess. It took me like 15 minutes to get it back set right. Okay, there we go. So I don't know if the hydraulics hooked up. I guess we'll see. If it doesn't tow very well, we know why. Seems like we're doing okay. Oh, we forgot about those two little ones. Oh well, we'll save those for another trip. No big deal. Gotta make sure we take these turns kind of slow, otherwise we will tip over, and it is kind of a pain getting this thing set back up. Ooh, let's get back on the path. Whoa, see? That's why you gotta take the turn slow. We almost went for a ride. Okay, we'll get these first couple logs sold. Got 1,800 bucks for those, not too bad. Now we'll drive the two trailers over, get those sold. Get the straps taken off, that way we don't have any issues with that. Here we go, 28,000. Not bad. We're getting closer to have enough money for that new tractor. Probably one more load of logs and we should be there. Okay, we'll get these trailers taken back out to our lumber area. Drop these off down here near where our next couple trees are at. That way we're ready to go when we decide to chop up some more lumber. Looks like we got about 4, maybe 5 trees laying down already, so not bad. Let's also remove this weight. We don't need that. We'll grab one of these pallets of planks up here. That way we can take them over to the furniture factory. Get a little bit more product over there. We don't have to worry about that. Then we'll sleep into July, and then we'll be ready to harvest our next field. We'll get that wheat field harvested. Once that's done, we'll get some grass cut up, and then we'll get a baler rented. Though before we get the baler rented, we may, depending on how much time, where we're at time-wise, we may do another load of lumber. Though that might have to wait until next episode. Yeah, probably, because we've already been almost 2 hours. Do another hour. So by the time we get the grass cut and the field combined, we'll probably be at another hour or so. This is going in here. There we go. Getting that unloaded. We'll get backed up to this trailer here. That way we can get that hooked up once we get our combine worker going. Shut this off for now. We don't need to let that waste fuel. We do need to fill that up. We need to remember to do that before we run out of fuel in the middle of a field. That would not be convenient. I can't remember if it was on this map or another map, but I've already done that. It's not a good time. See about doing the maintenance on this combine too. This thing is at 0%. I don't know that it makes a difference, but maybe if we're at 100%, we'll get more grain. Since we got some money to spare right now, $6 grand. quite a bit, but okay. Oh, maybe we're not gonna. Maybe we're not harvesting that field. Actually, you know what? I haven't slept yet. That's why. No, we'll just leave this here. Let's go sleep to July. I almost forgot about that. That's an important part. Okay, now that field should be ready to harvest. Yep, it is now golden brown. Looks like the other field is ready too. I think they're both ready for harvest. That's perfect. Now we can get 2 fields knocked out. Then we got oats in the one, and I know this one right here to our left is wheat. Yeah, I think the other one's that field of oats. That one grows really fast. But we will do the wheat field first. We'll see if we can get the course play guy set up here again. So one of these tabs, clear current courses. Okay, so now that other one's gone. So now we'll go back in here, create a job. We'll reset this point. Let's try putting it here. Maybe this will set this better. So everything here should be already set right. Shouldn't have to make any adjustments. Looks like everything's good. Generate course. Yep, there we go. Now it starts right where we're at. And start job. Just like that. Of course, you still weren't completely at the edge, so we'll have to fine-tune our settings there a little bit, but better than last time where we were starting like halfway down the first side. Okay, well, we'll let him do his thing here on the wheat field. Run over here. Yep, this is field of oats. We'll do that next. And for now, what we'll do, so we can kind of do 2 things at once here. We'll get our grain cart here, our grain wagon, trailer, whatever you want to call it. We'll get it moved over near the field. That way I can just have combine dump directly into this, and we can start getting some of this grass cut. So maybe we'll hang out with the worker for a little bit, watch him harvest some of our grain. Should be out of the way for now. See if we can't catch up with our combine driver. So with the course play, we're able to do this kind of this outline around the field before we start doing the up and down rows. Whereas with normal workers, they can only go up and down the field, so they won't be able to do exactly what we're doing right now. If we go back in here, you guys can. The blue track here is the course he goes on. And then he'll just zigzag, or not zigzag, but go up and down the field. until we're done. And then we'll stop back over here. Hopefully we don't have any issues this time. The guy on the other field ran into a little bit of an issue and we had to restart him. I do like the way they are taking the corners now. They kind of like cut into the corner a little bit and then they make the turn. It's going to make it a little bit of a pain to pick up the straw that's on the ground. But this way he's not running over the crop. It gives him some room to maneuver. Now that he's got the outside done, he should start going up and down the rows. We'll jump back into the tractor here momentarily because he's about 70% full already. We'll hop out, jump into the old tractor. Okay, so he's going to go down to the other end and come back up this way, so I guess we'll wait for him. There is a way that we can also set this guy up with course play. Maybe, maybe not. At least on the version of FS19, there was a way to set drivers. I haven't seen that option yet. Maybe they don't have that figured out yet. I'll have to experiment with that a little bit. But there used to be a way where you could have a driver with a trailer also set to course play, and you could basically just let these guys do the whole field themselves. The driver and the tractor would just basically sit here, wait around till the combine was about 80% full, then the combine would trigger the tractor to come drive up next to him, and they would unload it on the go and do all of it automatically. It was really convenient, especially if you're trying to do, knock out other things at the same time. I'm sure there's a way to do that with this one. I just have to mess around with it a little bit and get it figured out. But at least it looks like we're not going to have any issues this time. I'm not sure what caused the problem on the Barley field here for the driver, but he seems to be getting this field knocked out. Full. Couldn't get there quite fast enough. However, if we back up now, he should. There we go. I guess we didn't have to back up. He was already reading our mind. let them finish dumping here. And then we'll park the trailer down at the other end of the field, and then we're going to go grab the mower. We're going to start mowing some grass. Probably come out here and mow the stuff right around this field. That way we can continue keeping an eye on our driver here. Make sure he doesn't do anything crazy. Oh man, we got another pallet of eggs that we can sell here soon. Another full pallet. That's nice. It's another like $2 grand. Every little bit gets us closer to that new tractor, which we'll definitely be able to get here soon. Just a matter of time. So we also got all those silage bales. That'll be ready to sell, but like I said earlier, we're going to wait till December to sell them. That's when they're at their best price. And obviously the more money we can get, the better. And by then, all of our bales will be ready to sell at the same time. Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to hit that tree. Should have started turning just a little bit sooner. And our dog is way out here now. Man, look at him down there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's that little black speck. Just having a grand old time. Don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's chasing some deer. So we'll get the grass out here cut first, that way keep an eye on the combine driver just in case he needs us. We can disconnect the mower, go over there and get him unloaded. What is our combine driver doing? Why did he stop? Is he full? I didn't see any notification. Maybe I missed it. He's at 95%. Maybe he stopped so that he's not in the middle of the field when he gets full. So let's disconnect this, I guess. We'll go grab the trailer and I guess we'll try and get him unloaded. I'm assuming that's what he's waiting for, but I think what we'll try and do is back in next to him, that way we don't... Well, since the field's cut there, we may be able to squeeze in. Let's see how this works. Okay, there we go, we're fine. Yeah, maybe this is all he was waiting for. Of course, now he's going to start driving, which negates the whole point of him waiting for us. Because now when he's full, he's going to have to move out of the way. I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe he's got enough space to make it all the way down now. I guess I should hit the right button. Oh, yep, see, now he's full again. He could have just waited for us. Now he's got to shimmy over so he gives us enough room. Like I said, this is with the Courseplay mod. They're still working out some kinks, so either way, this is a pretty good harvest so far. We've already gotten close to 10,000 liters, over 10,000 liters now, and he's still got 2 more passes, so probably maybe another 1,000 or so. Yeah, we're already at 11,000. That's really good. Let's go get this dumped into our silos so we can use this for chicken feed later. Yeah, that's more than I expected, because we only got like 5,000 or so off of the barley, and the other field's not that much bigger. So I was expecting about the same, but definitely not complain. Hey there, Michael, how's it going? How's North Texas? Oh, we'll get this wagon back over by the field. That way, once our driver's done with the wheat field, we can get them emptied and we'll get them started on the oats. And we can get back to cutting grass. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, kind of near the middle of the state. Oh man, I think we're ran over a little bit of our field there. That's inconvenient. That's a kind of a random question, but I mean, it'd be pretty cool to see Antarctica, so sure, why not? Okay, let's shut this guy off for a moment. We'll jump over to the combine. We'll let this worker go, because his job is complete. Oh man, we got another 2,000 liters off that field yet. That was more than I expected. That field yielded really good. We got about 13,000 liters of wheat off this field. That's a win. Okay, let's get this guy up here by the field. Then we'll jump out here. We'll clear the other course because we're done with that for now. Actually, what we should have done, now that I think about it, is we should have saved those. And then I could have used that course for the baler, and he would have been able to go over the other course, but that's fine. So now we'll set this new course here. We'll see if we can't get a better start point. So again, all the settings are already preset from the last two fields we did. If you guys have any questions about anything, let me know, and I'll try and answer them the best I can. But for now, we're just going to generate course, and for some reason it didn't generate a course, so let's try this again, I guess. Okay, now we got a course, and of course it's doing some weird stuff there, but whatever, we'll let him do it. It'll work nonetheless. As long as the field is done, the field's done. We'll go along for the ride here up to the other end of the field, then we'll jump out and jump back in our tractor. Okay, jump back in our tractor here, get some more grass cut. I really need to get this tree cut. It looked neat at first, but now it's just in the way. It makes cutting grass there way more difficult than it needs to be. Yeah, I really don't know why that course play guy did such a weird course on this field, but hey, whatever makes him happy, as long as the field gets done, that's really all that matters to us. Definitely makes it a lot easier cutting the grass around these fields when there's no crops in the field, because I don't have to worry about accidentally running stuff over. I can just drive right down the side of the field. Whereas if there were crops in this field right now, I wouldn't be able to do this. I have to drive actually in the grass and then just try and get the mower as close to the edge as I could. We also need to start thinking about what crops we're going to plant next, because I know part of the planting season is coming up soon. At least for the wheat and barley, if we're going to plant those again, we're going to have to get them in the ground probably within the next month or two in the game. If we take a look at the map here, well, I guess we got a little bit of time, but yeah, if we're going to plant canola, that'd be next month in August, and then wheat and barley in September, so we got a little bit more time than I thought we did. So that's good. So all that can get done in a future episode. Well, our driver here is doing a pretty good job. Almost done. Looks like he's got one more pass to do. And we'll get switched back over to the trailer. Get this last little bit of grass here that we missed. Yeah, we got most of it there. It'll be good enough. So we'll do this last little section, or not this last little section, but this last pass. And then we'll drop the mower. We'll go grab the wagon again, or trailer, whatever you guys want to call it. So we'll get this guy dumped. We got a little bit of wheat in it yet, and then we'll come back. We'll get the oats. And then we'll run them down to the store, or, well, maybe we'll wait to do that, but we'll have to sell them either way because we don't have any more storage for them. Because we only got enough room for 2 different crops in our silos right now, so. Though we probably could build a 3rd one. We have plenty of money right now. Maybe we'll just keep the oats for now, and then next episode we'll buy a 3rd silo, and then we'll get those dumped in. I think that's what we'll do. Unhook this right here. We'll hook back up to the mower. Then we'll run up to our combine, get that guy taken care of. Driver's supposed to stop when he gets to the end. I don't know why they don't. I must have something not set right. But either way, there we go. We sent him on his way. He did a good job, even though the course for that was pretty terrible, but we got a decent amount of oats though out of that field. 4,000. Not bad. The oats obviously don't sell for too much. They're probably like, yeah, 400 for every 1,000 liters, which they're also, what are we in June? We're in July right now. So the prices are obviously pretty far down. The best prices are in December, so it should go up probably about, I don't know what the max is, but I'd say probably close to 600. Okay, so we'll get the combine put back in the shed here, and then now we've only got one more field to harvest this year. It's the soybean field there, but that one has to wait until, I believe, like September or October until we can harvest that, so definitely some time before we get to that. Actually, I think it's further than that. Soybeans, October is when we can harvest that, so we got a couple months. Now we'll jump back over here in the tractor. We'll get the rest of this grass cut, and then depending on how long that takes, we may or may not get the baling started. We'll at least get the baler rented, and then if we get to the 3-hour mark, I'll do the baling off camera. I'm sure you guys know how that works by now. I've done that about 7 or 8 times already. Probably more than that, actually. But either way, the next episode in a couple days, we'll pick things back up in August. We'll have some field work to do. Once we get all the straw baled, we'll have to cultivate the fields, possibly plow them. Maybe we'll get, there's another tool we can use. It's a mulcher. It basically just chops everything up. We might try that. I haven't done that yet, so maybe we'll look into getting one of those. We'll also definitely be getting a new tractor on the next episode. That's definitely on the list of things to do. We're only $30,000 away from getting that now. So that's basically just another load of logs or two, and then we'll be able to afford that. We can finally get rid of this ancient tractor that's already got 18,000 hours on it. What we also need to do here in a second is check the for sale section of the shop. See if there's anything on discount. Let's do that right now while we're thinking about it. So right here, this is stuff that's on sale, so none of this is really helpful for us because we already own this combine. No point in buying another one of those. And I really have no use for this 6x4 gator. It'd be neat to have, but there's just no need for that right now. So I guess we're not buying anything that's on sale this month. Oh, no thanks. No thanks, Russia. That turn did not go as well as I was hoping. So we got a couple of soybean plants. That was a little rocky going through there. Okay, we're just about done with cutting grass. So next we'll get the a windrower rented. Most likely we might buy one. We'll see here in a second. See if there's anything worthwhile. Get this little bit here in front of our furniture factory, and we're going to call that good. Get this folded back up. We'll drive it back under our shed over here. Oh man, we need to get some fuel in this thing. I keep forgetting about that. We need to go get fuel right now before we run out. Yeah, we are really close to being out of fuel. We do not want to run out of fuel again. Okay, so let's see what kind of options we got here for windrowers. I think this here one's the one we normally rent. Maybe we should just buy this one. Though this one's not that much wider, and it's almost double the cost. So this one's 9.7 meters for 41,000, and this one's 8.4 for like 20,000. So it's not really worth buying that other one. This here one would probably be worth it at 62. That's almost 15 meters. That's almost double. I think this is the one we normally lease, yeah. I think we're just gonna buy this one. This one will be good enough for us for now. Okay, so let's run down to the store. We'll get that picked up. We'll get a little bit of windrowing done here, and then we'll call it an end. Hey there, Carl. How's it going? Okay, let's get this guy back to the farm. We'll get some nice rows of grass raked up. See how far we can get in the next few minutes. Okay guys, well, I'm going to call this an end to the stream. I'm going to continue here though, getting everything done. We'll pick back up on the next episode. Will be in September. So if you guys don't want to miss that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and leave some comments, like my videos, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.